big crowd, so be friendly. Wear your deodorant. So, what was tonight's class called, guys?
Attack, be happy for it.
No, be the hunter. Do you guys feel like you were the hunters?
I still feel hunted.
Yeah, right.
You still feel hunted. Well, what was the corollary that I explicitly told you at the beginning?
Don't become the hunter.
Yeah, not the hunted. Be the hunter, not the hunted. All right. So,
It was golden to,
let's take a look at this first board. We have 10 problems. They're all full board, all black to play. What do you guys think of this board? What was going on?
there's a stick of white stones right in the middle
There's
of my
this like
territory.
annoying little stick right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice to hunt that?
I don't know if I can get my jaws that big.
Now, I do want to say, some of you guys want to play over here. And this is a very nice move. Like normally, this is you know, top level move, right? It starts to threaten the base of these stones. It builds, where is that?
Yep.
There. Thank you. It builds something for yourself over here. You have a double wing off the corner. Real nice move. But tonight we're going to hunt. We're going to eat.
We have moving targets.
And we've got a target, a big fat target, a turkey in the middle of our position. Look at black. We've worked so hard to take this whole position, and white has gone and stuck his foot right in the middle of our pie. So, how do we hunt it? Nobody knows how to hunt it.
I like some kind of over the top here.
Somewhere over the top here. Give me your point.
Let's go
Right here?
there.
You like this one?
Too close.
Uh,
I was gonna get bored with you.
I think white just plays here.
Is that?
Now what?
Force the connection.
So
And come on top.
usually bad idea. We just made this
But
weaker
the
now.
black bottom has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what if
Black
white just
bottom's
clamps
in
here?
trouble.
Maybe force the connection on the other side.
It looks like white's going to connect up to this actually pretty
Yeah.
easily. And even if white doesn't, white now actually has the ability to make two eyes.
What if we force action?
So often, even if we have this kind of shape here, it's almost always wrong to play this. Right? Because we're not really doing anything.
How about we came on the other side?
Hit him on the other side, so instead hit him over here.
no.
Black stone over there.
Shoulder.
So
Force the connection on
hit
here.
this one,
Yeah.
then here, and then play here.
No, the black comes up on the fifth line.
I think it was just
Fifth here.
trying to cut it.
Oh, fifth line. Oh, do this? I just said it was almost always wrong to play this kind of move.
Well, I'm saying on that.
This is worse.
Is it
This is
different
worse.
on the other side?
It's worse.
That answers my question.
Now white's more likely to be able to make points in the center. This stone looks weaker.
Yeah.
We really didn't actually hurt this connection. White can still actually play here to either kill this black stone or just make this giant wall.
Except at this point, it's black's move.
That's fine. But where are you? What's black going to play? You feel like you have to defend over here, right?
No.
No. You're going to let white play this?
Well, I was thinking maybe if black plays here, does he still have a chance to kind of chase
Oh,
those
black, you
stones
could play
around?
here.
Yeah.
But this is you gained 1 point. Good job.
Well, no, I'm pressing on the, and then, yeah, okay.
Now what?
And then, old black stone turns tail and runs home.
We are no longer hunting anything. Let's go back. Oh, and let's see. Oh, we have 43 minutes on the battery. Can we do this in 43 minutes?
Hopefully. Just one board or?
All 10. We're going to do all 10 boards. Let you know.
Minutes per board.
That's right. Any other ideas?
Do you have your power supply?
Yeah, we do. If it runs out of power, we can plug it in. But we're gonna see if this is gonna be like James Bond style. The bomb's gonna go off.
Mission Impossible.
That's right. So, other ideas. Other side. This way. Not very useful.
I don't think so.
Because we still actually have all this thinness for white to poke at.
And I don't like this idea of making white bigger and bigger, and he's got all that influence, and he's got liberties on both sides.
It's actually not a strong way to attack white in this case. All right. Other choices.
Pretend like you're going somewhere else.
To make your opponent look away and do this.
Well, yeah, that too.
That's pretty good. Not a usual go strategy. Anyone come up with this move?
I did.
What does white
Is
play
it any
here?
good? Is it any good?
Well, let's. What does white play? Let's try it. Does white try to run this way?
That would seem to lead up to the situation we just abandoned.
It feels like white could force a connection or take
Yeah.
some stones and
But here's the difference, right? We actually have a number of possibilities here for black, right? We can even just play this simple one, but probably this one's a little bit nicer. If white does this now, I'm not 100% convinced that white is out of the woods yet, right? Because if white tries to connect, yeah, we cut through. The stone's actually really useful in preventing a connection this way. So running this way is actually quite hard. If you run this way, black can actually play the same sort of shape, that same knight's move. You're going to find that in a lot of hunting kind of situations, you're going to play a knight's move. This is like the shape of the hunter. Okay, is this move. White goes again. Yeah, that's great. I'm just going to keep coming in here. If white says, hey, you know what, I really just want to connect to these stones, you go, you know what, I'll let you connect to that one. All right, if we just keep pushing here, white's like, yay, I'm connected. First of all, black asks, are you really? Actually, maybe in this case, better. But
cut through.
You got a bigger stick.
That's a nice looking stick.
yeah, it's still, white would actually have to invade in here and attack, somehow use this stick. But in the meantime, what did black get?
Influence. Big wall.
Yeah, so we're not even still sure if white's alive yet.
Is there a
100%.
better initial way for white to run after you cap the side?
Yeah, we can look at some other variations. So we can look at this, but it's actually quite similar because we could play here. This would be the soft way. And if white plays something like this, we can actually just connect. And white still needs to make shape. And if white feels like he's going in this way, we can start to play a splitting move that threatens this and this simultaneously. White plays a slow move to just make shape. And we have very nice, this filled triangle in the middle of the board is really powerful. Lots of liberties, lots of influence. Might even let us invade here later. That's pretty nasty. Yeah, we can just split that way. And now where is this group going to go? Is this going to have to live locally, get this stone cut off? Oh, it feels so good. We're hunting everything.
So a major consideration in this problem was that if we run them down this way, this stone is split off.
These two stones are not exactly weak. Like, they're going to help, right? In the sense they'll help this group live, but they're not really like a super solid base or anything.
The problem had been this. It didn't work.
Even then, you would still want to play this because you're going to get profit.
Okay,
Right? This question, like when you're hunting, you don't have to kill, you just have to get
Right.
profit.
right.
And this capping move is probably the easiest way to get profit.
Can white do anything on the edge?
Yes, white can
Around
make.
the weak, the
Okay.
I mean the black. There's a around this stone.
What do you mean? Like what? You want to kill this stone?
Either kill or connect. Because if it kills, it makes an eye there. But
It's really hard. You know, I think probably down here will be the way for white to start. Right? Because what white would really like to do is like aim at a move like this. So white has things to do down here as well. But again, the idea is you need to pressure white into making these exchanges. Black's shape is very thin. If you can force your opponent to make your shape stronger, that's going to be a good thing. And the problem is with moves like this is you're still thin, and white's just going to get out anyway. So you need to play a little bit looser. And it's not like you can build outward and get a lot of points like in here, right? White is over here, white's over here. So you have to build this. Okay? This instinct, okay? This is your instinct. Your opponent has a stick in the middle of like everything strong, just cap it. Cool? Number 2. All right, we're gonna see this shape, the hunter shape, coming up real soon. We're gonna see that shape a lot, like I foreshadowed. So what do you think about this one? Anyone get answers?
Knight's move.
Show me an answer.
Knight's move from the last time. Right.
Yeah, hunter shape, really nice. This is a giant fishing net. This is a fish. Just guide the fish into the fishing net. We usually do this with knight's moves. If we play something like this, This is a good way just to let your fish just like become like one of those like sea flounder things that live in the bottom of the seafloor. Right, not a dead fish, not a sad fish. This is going to live in here. We don't want that. So instead, we play the knight's move. And most common variation we'd expect, something like white to attach here. There is a possibility white might try peeping first, or just saying maybe I'll give that up and take the outside. Like this would also be kind of expected. Like something like this would be quite fair of a variation for white to consider, or white just builds this more while you just eat the fish. But most likely expectation would be for white to attach. Now what's your next move? Yeah, continue the hunt. The hunt is on. And even if white makes all these just horrid exchanges, and white finds some magical way to live. It's actually not that magical. It looks mostly possible. Maybe there? I don't know. Shape's really hard here. If white plays a slow move again, the hunt is still on.
And even if they get away, the right side's looking pretty good.
Yeah, and even if this group does get away, your next move's over here.
Oh.
Even Dan agrees. That is big. That is big. So the only thing you would have to watch out for is making sure this group doesn't become the hunted. So the exact shape might be difficult. Later on, white or black might make an exchange here or two. Not here, but here. Right, to make sure you have enough eye space. But you will get a lot of profit on this side. A lot. Okay. Hunter move. New favorite move. All right. How about this one? What do you guys think for this one?
White and black each kind of have a weakish group.
Yeah, this group's weak, this group's weak. So guess what the really important area of the board is?
Right there?
Right in here. And we want to become the hunter, not the hunted. Oh, that's a dynamite move. Dynamite move. This makes our group much stronger. Gets our group to the outside first. Also limits white's capabilities to make a group. It also puts a lot of pressure on the eye space here. This black can throw in a stone. And if black does this, and white tries to run out, like this is totally fine. Like we're totally fine with this. We could pop out the eyes right away, in fact. Depending how white blocks, black will be able to connect. So if we just connect that way, perhaps. Black will actually make this group even stronger. And white will still have to either find a way to squirrel away some eye space or keep running. Actually, in this case, maybe black peeps out that eye first. That might be slightly better. But either way, however black does it, white should end up still running, which means what are we going to get over here? Cash. And if this group is strong, do we have anything to worry about in terms of white getting stronger and counterattacking? No, it's beautiful, okay? So this is the whole thing that sets this into motion. Is seeing that we have two weakish groups over here, and we're going to cap one of them. That's going to simultaneously help ours and weaken white. What if we were to play a move like this and just attack right now?
Doesn't work.
It worked. This stone lives.
It didn't.
But what's the problem?
You're forcing white stronger while not helping the weaker group.
Yeah, if you end up having to connect something like this, let's say white asks again, and then white jumps out here, how does your black group look?
You have become the hunted.
You have just become the hunted. Because white's next move is to throw and take away your eyes in here. So, maybe that one's better, I think. I think that's better. So, what's the shape? What's the key attacking point in this shape? Cap. So far we've seen, actually in the last, we saw a cap, we saw two caps, two night moves, I think. Across three problems. That's pretty good efficiency. All right, any questions? Feeling bored already, okay. Too easy for you, these are too easy.
Gets worse.
Gets worse, yeah, they do get worse, they do get worse. All right, so what's going on this board?
That's kind of a wall, and it looks like white invaded, black pincered, and white jumped out.
Where? Show me where.
Wall, invade, pincer, jump.
Very good. And so, are there any weak groups?
The invasions. The invasion party.
Yeah, definitely. White has these two stones. This stone is here is weak as well, for what it's worth, but it's not dead yet. How about our black group?
Kinda iffy. It's okay, but
It's okay.
it could be better.
But it definitely doesn't have a lot of eye space right now. So how do we be the hunter and not the hunted?
Should probably do something from that side.
What if you peep from the wall and then cap?
Peep from the wall and then cap. So here,
Yeah.
and then here, and then here.
Starts to look like
That's what I was
less
thinking.
problem.
This is quite nice, except I would say you probably don't necessarily need the peep yet. We would play this peep if we thought white was going to play here next.
I'm a little worried about the wall, but I'm, 20Q, what do you know?
Yeah. So, hey, that's great. If you're 22 and you found the sequence, that's a great sequence. So we'd want to get this peep before white peeped us if we were scared of this. The thing is, I don't think we're that scared of this because we're going to respond this way. And if we respond this way and white has to play another move to get this group out somehow, that means we're going to start damaging this corner. So this might be a bad exchange for white to make right now. It's hard to tell. So if we're not scared of white peeping us, we don't need to peep white yet. We can actually just cap directly. Because later on, if white leans on this and this becomes really strong, we might have wished that we peeped this way and played this sequence to seal white in from that whole part of the board.
That makes sense.
But yeah, if you peep and you cap, that's perfect. Like we're talking, like 1/2 stone rank dawn level difference, right, in terms of the sequence. So if you peep and cap, very good. But the power of the cap, because where's white going to go now?
Yes, to collect the cap
How?
away from the wall.
Run away from the wall? Be scared? Like this?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, but this is going to go great for you.
Yeah.
Because go here or pull back, or go there. They're all bad.
Why should you play here so you can sacrifice one of the stones and die?
It's just sacrifice.
Well, one of them.
Maybe, but I think in this case, black has more questions to ask. Because now this is very strong, cut and cut. So I think you have to respond locally if you want any sort of a good result. If you do this, you're still just that cut. So that's pretty ugly. It's really hard to tell what white's going to do. And if whatever white does with these, if he ends up leaning on this sort of thing, or over here, with one of these types of moves, well,
Start moving potential that way.
yeah, even if we just play the most conservative black sequence, what happened to this stone?
Died without ever being used.
Yeah, just went away quietly into the night. So this is part of being the hunter, right? You force your opponent to making tough decisions. Maybe you make this live, but he'll let himself die over there. But again, the cap is the most powerful move. Now, in a different situation, if black was a little bit weaker and couldn't actually really stand for white to lean on this, we could contemplate a move like this. And this will make our shape a little bit more solid. It puts a lot less pressure on white, though. But in this case, we're strong enough we can just cap directly. But there are a lot of situations where we want to do this sort of hunter-knight approach thing to make sure our connections over here are sound, because we're worried about some other weaknesses. Okay? Very good. Next board. You guys are having so much fun. I can't believe the amount of fun they're all having. They're pensive. They're all scared. All right. This one I saw a lot of people staring at and looking very confused. Actually, you guys were creative, though. You guys had some creative answers. What did you guys try? Because what's going on this board?
I feel like you've given us this problem before.
There's a couple of these that are repeats. Actually, I think the second problem I've definitely given you before in this class. It's definitely a repetitive one. It's a classic problem, though. It's just like you have a white stone next to a wall, knights move and attack it. Should we do the knight's move here?
Sure,
Which one?
coming out and trying to just corral those two white fish in the back.
Yeah?
We're looking at this one.
I was thinking we're
Oh.
other side.
This side.
No, but then it would go into that, your territory.
Both of these are not the book answer. By the way, these all come from Richard Bozelich's Get Strong at Attacking, or variations thereof. I've sort of tweaked a number of them, but they're all inspired by that book at least. Neither of these are the book answer. And the reason why neither one of these is the book answer is because white will probably play here. And if this group becomes strong, and it's hard to see right now, but if this group becomes strong, you will start to realize that your own position is much weaker than you thought it was. Because you see these two stones?
Way too far away.
They can be split. You see these? Well, now 3 stones, but they were 2 stones. They can be split and or cut. So if our opponent ever gets strength, we have a problem. And so in this case, there might be something more important than attacking directly.
Don't attack while your house is on fire. Don't leave while your house is on fire.
Okay, so how do we put out the fire? Don't go fishing while your house is on fire is the proverb.
That's
but,
what I was looking for.
yeah. So what do we do?
They were white playing.
Play where white played. It turns out in this case is a really nice move. Because what does this move threaten to do?
Well, it takes any chance of white space, makes your group stronger.
It solidifies the corner, takes away white space, and threatens to cut off this stone. Some of you guys I saw try to cut off a stone this way or this way. How did that go for you? The answer,
The white stone run. It's too strong.
yeah, the answer is this. This is terrible. Let's look at why. All right, you're going to kill that one stone. White's not going to descend. White's going to connect in this case. But if you don't play again, white's going to play here and capture your 2 stones. So you got to play again. And then after that, maybe white plays this move. That starts to feel like it sucks. This is...
Starting to feel like I've seen that before.
Yeah? Was it in your own games?
Oh, a long time ago, sure.
Maybe white leans over here. And maybe...
This morning. No, at least 2 days ago.
I don't know. This is a very, very simple sequence. White has more creative options. Basically, white got on your corner. Yeah, you took, what is this? 3, 4, 5, about 16 points, maybe? And maybe you ate that one stone for another 5. So you got 20 points. Do you remember what this looked like before this happened? And how many points you thought you were getting? Weren't you getting 5th line territory? Like up to the 10th line, that's 40 points. So, failure?
Just a little.
Just a little. So this is why we don't want to cut directly, right? But if we go back to the original situation, and notice in that version, also everyone was settled. There was no weak groups left. Okay, so we're going to compare no weak groups to no weak groups. You play here, and white's like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm just getting out. Well, now after you cut this, if white tries to split you, is this weak group versus weak group? And in the meantime, you just made 30 points of profit. And so you'll have the initiative to run out and attack. It's still a game, but I mean, we're comparing 20 points of profit to an instant 30 points of profit. So it's a pretty significant difference. All right, so be the hunter. Make sure you take away the base. It's not always good to play that knight's move. All right, this one. How many people have an answer for this one?
And then other times it is good to play the knight's move.
Other times it is good to play the knight's move. Which knight's move is good here? That's great. Perfect. Nailed it. No problems.
First try.
First try. Because where is this white group going to go?
Nowhere.
Well, it's got to do a lot of squirming on its way out. While it's squirming, you're going to get to solidify all this. You're going to get to build this influence out to here. Maybe then, play one more move over here, and boom, you have 50-point center. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We could possibly contemplate this kind of move, but this one's a much more difficult. If you just want to kill the white stone, like directly,
Of course you can.
you can. This is a long and hard read, because after white peeps here, you got a lot of reading to do. Because this whole fight is just going to go like this.
If you were white, would it be worth just losing that stone and trying to get another big move?
Oh, definitely, possibly,
Not
yeah.
to try
Again,
to fight it.
white has to read out the 50 move sequence too.
Right.
But this one's gonna be much simpler. You're just gonna profit instantly. And you don't actually have to do much reading. But, you know, hey, maybe you're strong enough to actually just play this move. White can't do anything about it. But this is gonna be our sure thing. High confidence move. Okay, good.
I think we also looked at the direct cap, the contact.
Oh, this?
Yeah, some,
White plays here?
Do that size.
Yeah. White does flounder fish. And, you know, maybe you're thinking, well, I can resist the flounder fish. So I won't play there, I'll play there. Right? But then white's gonna play over here. And are you gonna play here? You're gonna play here? Here? Here, or maybe there? I mean, white's still gonna be able to live, and if once white does get strong here, white will have cuts. So, you know, it's possible, but not keeping white unsettled. If you attach like this, the most common result will white will settle the neighborhood. Whereas you want to keep white unsettled. You want to be the hunter for as long as possible. We want to be the hunter, Dan. We want to be the hunter. All right. This one, what are we hunting?
Stones.
white, there's 3 next to the wall.
Yeah, the corner or these?
Second option.
Yes.
I like the second.
These, yeah. Why? The corner, we can't actually kill the corner. So how do we hunt these?
Yeah.
Attack with a nice move.
Nice move.
Same thing as last time?
This is a fishing net. How do you go hunting? There you go. We set the trap, guide the fish into the trap. That's it. If you learn nothing else today,
Play the nice move.
that's it. Only when you have a trap, right? If this is a giant, really strong white group, you've done nothing. And if this is all white strong area, it's probably better to play that, actually. Because there is a downside to when you hunt, you are leaving weaknesses in your own shape.
Does white have prospect of making life there? Probably be a small.
Doesn't look good. White will have to run. White will have to run very quickly. So, but you mean like just attach here and try to make 2 eyes?
Yeah.
I don't think so with this stone here. Whoops. I don't think so. So that still makes it very tough. So I would suggest running. But either way, this is your new instinct, okay? This is your hunter instinct. You see a net, you see a fish, just guide the fish into the net. It's beautiful, it's beautiful. All right, this one, a lot of people got this one actually. I was very happy to see such success in this problem. So what are we hunting on this one, on this board?
At the corner.
White's quarter.
Yeah, white omitted a move down here. So how do we hunt it?
Destroy the mouth.
Take out the underbelly.
Yeah, this is a shape point. And because we have this stone here, white actually has very little counterplay. And in fact, white's probably best response is here. And black will continue. Connect. And first of all, black gets next move. Second, this corner is technically only 1 eye right now. White can live in the weird covariation if he's sealed in. So we can continue to play moves to seal white in. Something like this or this. I'm not really sure which one. But one of these. And this is always a worry, right, for white. Because if white gets sealed in, white will have to come back and make this co. There's a couple ways for it to sort of devolve into this co. But there's one of them. White push and cut. Like it's still a really messy variation. Okay. So, which is why, in this situation, when black has any sort of strong stone over here, white usually owes a move to finish out that base. Did any of you guys try reading out this one? What happens if white attaches?
We read out cutting. It didn't work.
You cut and it didn't work?
We might have read it bad.
Who didn't it work for?
Didn't work for black.
Oh, okay. Where did you cut? Oh, yeah, that doesn't work.
No.
Atari. Connect. Atari, you died.
What if you?
You can't cut directly.
Check goes above the white
right?
still.
Yeah, just white still doesn't have eyes here. So even if white thinks he's being really cool, oops, that's not there yet, and comes back and makes this corner shape. It's the exact same shape because this is a false eye. And black's actually much stronger over here now. So cutting is actually really bad for white in this case. Cool?
This
All
also
right.
seemed like a repeat.
A repeat corner?
From previous class.
Oh, from a previous class, yes. We've seen this shape before. It turns out many of these things are things that you guys will know over a period of time. Last two problems. All right. Let's do that one first. This one, I think, or these last two problems, I think are the most interesting. And they're the most, I think they're definitely like a step above the other problems. How many of you guys got over to this table to try them? Like half? What were your ideas? Tell me what's going on. What are your hopes, dreams, worries, fears, darkest, deepest memories?
So it looks like white only has one weak group, which is that single stone, that invasion. But
Yeah.
we couldn't figure out a way to attack it that got us anything.
Yeah.
So
Isn't that weird?
that was kind of where we ended on that one.
Well, how would you normally try to attack it?
Nice move.
All right, let's try it. Let's try it. Show me the knight's move. Which knight's move?
No real net.
Yeah, I can't really net it, right?
Black's
That
got
looks like a nice knight's move. That looked like a beautiful knight's move. But where's white going to play?
towards the weak group though.
Yeah, it's towards the weak group. And remember that in the very start of the class it said, be the hunter, not the hunted. You just turned yourself into the hunted. Like with one bad move. Because even if you continue with the natural continuation, and white just plays natural moves, you can't ever quite seal this in. And so, how's the health of these two stones?
So much worse.
So much worse than it was 3 moves earlier. So we need a better idea.
Can you go from the other side?
Show me what move. Ah, this is pretty good. We're going to do a little bit better. That's a very good idea.
How about just cap it?
Yeah.
Well, this actually has some of the same problems as the previous variation, because we play out the standard variation. White's still just going to do this and cut through. Or we're still going to become the hunted.
I was thinking there, black comes down on the, right, yeah. And then black jumps down into that, on the 4th line. Yeah, no, that there, where you, right there, yeah.
Does it work?
And then,
And cut here?
yeah.
No, it's more difficult. Very difficult.
Get any further from that, I don't know how it ends.
That's interesting. Here, let's back up and move. All right, that might be playable. That might be playable. So here,
I think you got another, is there another whetstone supposed to be up here?
no, this is the shape, right? So what if white just plays here? Come in here. White. Black.
That That looks a little ugly.
Well, it's right now. No, this is good for black because right now black has this
Well,
ladder.
white can come down to the Atari.
That's not helpful. This doesn't get us anything, right? This is if anything, we might want that Atari. But right now, this black is destroyed if white has a ladder, right? Because white will just make all these exchanges, and then just come out or connect. And so right now the whole thing hinges on this ladder. And if it does, all this is dead, or all this is white. But maybe my variation's not very good. Well, that's pretty cool. Here, so we're saying, what do we play? We played here, the cap. Here, 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 here. Really? That feels like the shape move. All right, if we play here, same thing. Yeah, same thing. Or is it? Because black doesn't have a stone there.
Did you go under white before you capped?
Oh, black still cuts. Still cuts. Under white. Sorry, I'm making stuff up. So cap. Oh, I'll play here. Oh, I'll play this first. Yeah, there we go. This works. Because now black has to play out there, but if he does, then that's his cut. And if black connects now, everything works. There we go. Done. We figured it out. All right, that's better. So still screwed. So, any other ideas? Don't be the hunted.
Can you lean on the group next to it to strengthen your...
Like this?
Yeah.
We can try. All right, we'll probably just play here. And then what? It still might be the same problem though, right? Because if we now do this, I think this peep is still Sente.
Yeah.
So this exchange didn't
Didn't help.
us.
I'm saying from the outset, can you connect underneath? And then if white
Like
tries
down here?
to move out.
Like connect here?
From the,
Before
yeah, from the start.
He's talking
Like the first move.
Oh,
The
first,
first
let's
move
go
is to
back.
connect underneath, and if white moves out.
here?
Cap there, yeah, cap above.
Oh, thank you. Well, it seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, it
Because,
seems like it's undercutting the black group in the corner.
yeah, because this might get you one eye right now. It doesn't make two eyes yet, and now we're winning white hurt us there.
Earlier you said if there's not a black wall, you shouldn't play the knight. Maybe you should play one space jump. Does that apply here?
It might. Which one space jump are you thinking?
We did that one,
Right,
but it
okay.
didn't look like we got much out of it.
Help your weak group.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the book answer is a one space jump, but it's not that one. It's this one. This is the book solution. And the idea is this, and there's another part of this problem that you might not be aware of, or might not have witnessed. Number one, and this is the obvious part, this helps this group, right? We have a weak group, we're building our shape from the weaker side. Second, we'd much rather have white run this way than this way. And the reason, or one of the reasons, is because we have other forcing moves over here that if white doesn't respond to, we'll just take profit. So if white doesn't respond over here, it's just like, I'm just getting out, we're just gonna take a big corner. And if white does respond, say with that move, well then game on. We can keep up this hunting session. And so this is the idea, is that very similar to some of the other problems we've seen. We have a slightly stronger group and a weaker group. We need to do our hunting from the weaker group first, make that stronger. And then there's another Chinese proverb, when you want to attack in the west, you make noise in the east. So we'll make some noise in the east. And if our opponent responds, and then go back to our attack. So I thought this was a cool problem, though. It's kind of this neat solution. And often when your opponent invades in the fourth line, right, it requires some creative thinking. And speaking of creative thinking, how many of you got around to this problem?
Got to it.
You got to it?
Yeah. Unsatisfied.
Well, I'm going to give you guys a hint. So, before we give you the hint, tell us what's going on. What's strong, what's weak on this board?
There's some kind of winkish looking black stones.
Where are they? They are weakish. How quickly could they get 2 eyes if they needed it?
It's got good shape.
Well, I was looking at how fast could white take eyes away, and I think black can connect and get out, but he gets very little profit for it.
Well, are these 2 stones important?
Might be the key to get to the corner later on.
It might be. So white can start taking away eye shape, but it feels like black can make eye space just as fast as white can take it away. And, if white comes out here, it feels like we have some room to make eye space down here. Maybe play here first and then come back down here.
One eye there, though.
So this group, it's hard to say, but right now it's outside. So it's not like we can really attack it directly either. So that group, yes, it's not guaranteed 2 eyes, but for the time being, it's mostly safe.
Seems like there's 2 in the corner.
And it's definitely very safe if this is weak. Say it again, Carl?
Seems like the 2 in the corner there, the 2 black stones, we got splits and white's threatening to push under to the corner.
Yeah, there's a little bit of weakness down here we want to be mindful of. We also have weakness here. And yeah, this is also in the back of our mind. This big, heavy group might be weak later on too. What would solve all of our problems?
Get all those. Attacking that group with
Those 3 stones right there.
If we were able to capture these 3 stones, all these problems over here would be solved. And we know we could, again, if white can take away our eyes basically as fast as we can make them, so this isn't in immediate danger yet. So that would solve our problems. What would be another way to solve our problems?
Get a presence in this overextended white group.
Say that again?
Get a presence in the white group that's somewhat dispersed.
Yeah, maybe if we can make this group much weaker
Yeah.
and capture part of it, that would make us a lot stronger too, right? So, let's do these things. I saw some of you guys try moves like here, and here, and here. How did these work for you?
That one did work.
It definitely doesn't work. That's terrible.
The first 2 kind of.
First one.
We tried this one. This kind of works. I think white can just turn those.
Yeah, but it's going to all, after black, say, strengthens, white still owes a move, and black's gotten stronger, so.
But
So
is
this has
white.
been effective.
This is on the right path, right? We can feel like we have some momentum here. But it's not really clear that we've actually done anything yet. Because where's our profit right now, black? We got these 2 stones, we got this stone.
Yeah, not much.
Well, I mean, part of the problem is
We still got to find a way to cut in here.
right.
And it's not immediately clear how possible that is. Because we still have these cuts too. I'm going to go back up a little bit.
So reminiscent of an earlier problem, in this case, would it be good to start hunting with something that also strengthens your corner group, your weaker group?
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Make noise in the east.
Make noise in the east if you want to attack in the west?
Yeah.
All right, so if we really want to attack over here, where do we make noise? Here, maybe?
This would shore up the corner,
but
but it
this-
doesn't attack.
Yeah, but this would just be here.
This would attack, no?
I think white just plays there.
But yeah, it makes white a little bit more compact and strengthens them, so.
I want to.
Threaten this weakness over here.
Yeah.
How about this move?
Nick, you need to change your battery.
Not that one.
Is it dead yet? Oh my God, is it still going?
It
Nope.
was down to 1 minute just a minute ago.
It says it's still recording.
I don't trust it.
It's on the red battery pack. The bomb
The answer.
has a little timer is going beep, 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 beep. That's where we're at, folks.
Tell us the
We gotta
answer.
solve this. What do you think of this move? What does white do here?
But you're leaning on the one group so you can attack the other.
You two
Hey.
are so disappointed when this is
If-
cut short by 5 minutes.
I know, it's terrible. We're making noise in the east, right? That's pretty good. What if black follows it up here?
Wandering into the center.
Could I cut?
Seems like white, seems like white would go on the attack now.
I think white can cross cut.
Well, again, here's what black is looking for, right? Here's the key. We have a weakish group, we have weakish group.
Yeah.
All I gotta do is get a few free stones against one of them, and I can attack the other. And so, right here, even this move, white just might say, you know what, nope, I'm out of here. I can't afford to give you anything else free over here.
Extend.
In which case,
Wants to extend them.
this white stone?
Yeah,
Where, here?
yeah, maybe. If you can,
But then, does this work now?
then perhaps.
This looks really good.
Yeah, that's good.
It looks like
Looks really good.
there's 3 stones outside.
And try this move.
This has to be netted or something.
I think it just works in this case.
I think White needs to try to live.
This looks really good.
White needs to try to live. Not attack.
Here, or
The
here,
minimum
maybe there.
space is
There's still weaknesses, but right now, black shape is pretty good. I mean, it's certainly a long read and confusing. And one has to play all these really crude moves. So I'm not sure they help. Oh, we're groaning. We're groaning here. Maybe it's just time to play this now? Even if white can live over here, I think white owes one more move. Alright, if black gets some sort of result like this, how do these stones look?
super sad.
These 2 stones?
Literally dead.
Of course, there's a lot of other variations here, but I want you to learn the concept. What's the concept?
Something about the east and the west.
Something about the east and the west and
Noise
the...
in the west when you're
Build your weak group. Attack
No, it's
who
like
wants it.
building a net, so if you want to
Yeah,
attack in the west, you start making noise in
Yeah,
the east.
we poke at this weakness.
Yeah.
Because right now, are we going to throw a stone in there? No, it'd be terrible, right? So we're actually not really wasting our own Aji. You still recording? Is it still going? Oh my God, it's a trooper. It's still, the bomb is still blinking.
Keep going, little camera, you can do it. You can do it.
We play right here,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden our opponent's put in a really tough choice. Does our opponent let us net this entire group? Or do we get to basically just damage the entire top and make our corner super strong? And it's a really hard decision involving a lot of reading. So this is the type of move that you should be looking for when the shape is really ill-defined and there's weak groups running around. Make noise over here, and then you can hunt this side. So it's like a 2-step hunting process. Set the trap, then catch the game. All right, so do you guys feel more like hunters?
Yes.
What are you going to use to hunt things?
Knights and caps.
Knights and caps are your friends. And sometimes shoulder hits,
Sometimes she'll
like we saw on the previous problem. Right, technically it was a 4th line shoulder hit, but knights and caps, these are your bread and butter hunting
AlphaGo
moves.
did a 4th line shoulder hit, so
It
it's
did.
okay.
It's okay. Well, we just did a 5th line, so I'm telling you that's okay. All right, so thank you guys. Go be the hunter. Go play some Go.
Thanks, Nick.